This is the second segment of political sign waving in Hawaii. This segment looks at the concern that the sign waving distracts motorists, thereby creating a traffic hazard. State Representative Mark Takai worries candidates spend more time waving at cars than explaining political views. His other concern is that sign waving is dangerous because it distracts motorists. He introduced a bill to curb the practice. It failed. Sign waving is a necessary evil, says State Representative Chris Lee. While sign waving for another candidate one day, he made eye contact with a driver who, moments later, plowed his black pickup into the rear of a small car. KITV News reported on a traffic accident involving sign wavers distracting a driver.
It's a tradition in Hawaii, but hasn't become too unsafe over the years. Political sign waving all along our roads. It's been debated before, but a recent incident caught on video raises the issue once again. KITV4's Jill Kuramoto is here with that story. Jill?
Well, Paula, love it or hate it, it's become part of the political scene in Hawaii. The issue has been brought up in the legislature in the past, but measures to ban sign waving have never passed. But talk about the safety surrounding the tradition has resurfaced while a young man recovers after he was hit by a driver who said she was distracted by sign wavers. 3:45 yesterday afternoon, the corner of Vineyard Boulevard and Palama Street. A young man in a crosswalk is hit by a woman driver who says she was distracted by sign wavers campaigning for State Senator Suzanne Chun Oakland.
If she's considering that a sign waiver, he had my shirt, he had a sign, yeah, and that was the only person out. I mean, we were actually starting to deploy people at that time.
Chun Oakland says she herself went to help the young man who was not seriously hurt but disoriented. The senator says, ironically, she was reluctant to sign wave this election year.
Myself did not want to sign wave this campaign season, but constituents who are on my committee had said you have to.
State Representative Jean Ward says the political tradition is the cheapest way for candidates, especially new ones, to get their names out there. And candidates are briefed on the correct way to sign wave.
Don't stand too close to the road. Don't go approach cars. And for sure, don't distract by putting your sign up and down and doing all kinds of stupid antics.
Seasoned politicians in both parties agree sign waving shows determination and discipline.
If you're doing it twice a day, you're standing on your feet a lot. It shows you got physical stamina. And it shows that you have a commitment to do it.
But Waialaikahala Neighborhood Board Chair Scotty Anderson says candidates sign waving on Kalanianaole Highway near Ainakoa Avenue are creating a safety hazard.
The biggest problem is the ones on the left tend to come all the way across to the point where you can't look left to see if traffic is coming. As far as I'm aware, we currently have not had an incident, but I think we're an incident waiting to happen.
Now, Anderson is not alone in wanting some way to limit the size or area where candidates can sign wave. Sign waving, by the way, for political campaigning purposes is constitutionally protected. But according to police, signs should not interfere with the traffic signal or stop sign, and they're asking drivers to use extra caution as the election nears. Paula.
KITV also conducted a survey asking respondents, does sign waving distract motorists? 83% responded yes, 17% no.